What's going on, everybody? It's Gregor Joe here with DeFi Sean, Mr. Pixels, and welcome to another Infinaeon Friday. Guys, if you're new to the channel on YouTube, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe button, and if you watch us afterwards, comment down below. Make sure the notification bell, put that bad boy in all to be notified whenever we do our live streams. And if you're listening over here on Twitter, go ahead and hit the follow button. It takes 2 seconds. You follow along, you join in, and you'll be notified whenever we have these live streams.
What is up, everybody? And of course, shout out to all our peeps on Twitch. All right, I think we might have 1 or 2 over there. Excellent. Yeah, hope everybody had an awesome week. Hope we got some fun stuff planned for the weekend. Yeah, excited to be here another week closer. How are you boys doing? How you doing, Sean?
Doing good. How's everyone doing? Very busy week. Had a super busy day with my real life business, and I also have some crypto on call stuff I have to do. So we are going to end this one probably around that 35-minute-ish mark. So any questions you have, definitely don't save them. Go ahead and get those questions asked so we can get them answered. But yeah, overall, very good week. As most of you saw, we had a very, very productive week with Lunar Pump, which we'll get into in a second. But yeah, I mean, I think, Mr. P, I think this was your guys' first experience with it as well. I don't think you were testing in that initial test phase that we had. So, yeah.
No, I wasn't. No, Adam was doing a lot of testing on it. All right, shit, dude, I haven't had time. I've hardly even launched a fucking token, but I know it. I've seen people do it, and I know it's super easy. But Adam taught me as well. I can see all the feedback. It's looking great.
Yep. So I'll just jump right into it with that question right here. So now this is the route we're taking. So all the issues that we found, that all of you guys found, which in the comments, let us know what you think about the platform. I know a lot of people here have been using it. Also, let's see. Let me do this. Let me look at it. I should have had this ready, but like I said, I literally just got here. So there we go. Can we see my screen? Oh, there we go. We got our guy. my token Matt right there. So yeah, this is all you guys launching these tokens, which very cool, testing it out. But so everything that we found has 100% been corrected. As far as we know, all the major bugs are fixed. So of course your important things, launching tokens, all the contract work, or however you refer to it in Solana, launching tokens, the buys, the sales, all that stuff that has to be completely operational is fixed. All UI issues and different things on different devices that we know of are fixed. But if those come up, those are super easy fixes, so not a big deal. So what we're going to be doing is our developer is actually prepping Mainnet alongside of this right here right now, so that it'll be easy to transition over to. So more than likely, as long as nothing comes up today or tonight or tomorrow, we will officially be switching over to Mainnet. We don't want to announce an official date where we're going to like really start pushing to the public, because remember, we need that phantom verification. But one thing we are going to do is we are going to knock the EVM side offline more than likely, because this is going to take the main domain of lunarpump.fun. Now, when that happens, if you get on it and you try to launch a token, it will be for real. It's not going to be fake. But you're probably going to get that malicious message. But if we don't launch on the main domain and we get the phantom verification, when we switch that domain over, that actually might cause some issues with the domain verification. And unlike most products that you haven't maybe released the domain, so people don't really know to go look for it, with ours, because we're live on EVM, people know about that domain. So there will probably be traffic onto the site. So just be aware, don't post about it on Twitter yet or anything like that until we give like an official date where we're going to start pushing it, because we don't want too many people hopping onto it, seeing that, malicious thing when they go ahead and log on. So you will see it live on lunarpump.fun, but just give us a day or two to get that verification, and then we'll be rocking it into high gear, which should be early to mid next week, depending on the phantom verification. So we're right there. If we knew for a fact about the phantom verification and what they would say or how long it would take, we would give a date right now. But yeah, mainnet's happening this weekend. Continue testing for sure. That doesn't mean to stop. If you're still playing around with it, you're having fun, keep doing it. Anything you find will not slow us down at this point. That's why he's prepping mainnet alongside of the testing. So he's kind of doing both. Testing's still happening, but he's also getting mainnet ready.
And so I think that's smart. I think that's smart. Yeah, I think that's smart too, Sean, because having even that little 2-day, 3-day period where it is live, but we're waiting for that verification. It does give you that little buffer to it. Hey, you never know. Once you hit mainnet, there could be a new bug, there could be a new this, a new that. You're never 100% sure. So having that little buffer before we do this massive push, is a I think it's a smart way to go, to be honest, because you don't want anybody rushing in with this big marketing push, and then there's still a couple of bugs here because we just went live on mainnet. You know what I mean? So I think that's smart too, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. And like I said, we just mainly had to make sure without a doubt that all your main features, again, buying, selling, launching tokens, those had to be 100% right, because those are big time deals to fix on mainnet. Any other issue the dev can fix in real time with very minimal effort. So it's not a big deal. So yeah, everything's looking good with it. There's stuff kind of happening in the background that I haven't even really talked to the guys about, I guess you can say, with some different things that we have going on with the platform. Our guy Merc is a big part of some things happening that we're looking at. So again, haven't even shared. I know Matt, Mike, everyone's listening and they don't even know what I'm talking about. I actually just talked to Merc a little while ago. He was actually in New York the past couple of days with actually some pretty big names in the space. So yes, got some potential really cool things coming up for this platform. And yeah, we're giving everyone the truly fair way to launch their tokens. When we launch on mainnet, I'll probably launch a token. Definitely not going to encourage people to buy, but just kind of to see it kind of live. Put 0.1 Solana in it. Just kind of just see how it's kind of operating while we're waiting on that. While we're waiting on that phantom verification. Exactly. I haven't told anyone anything. It's not something I can mention yet.
Oh, you just killed everybody, dude.
Yeah. Sorry. Shouldn't even have brought it up, but yeah, it's exciting stuff.
Yeah, here's the real question. And yeah, he is actually waiting in the back room right now. He's got all the proof ready to go. Who wants to hear from him? Everybody ready? Yeah, no, he didn't fucking show up, of course. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, no DMs or anything. I mean, a number of things. He was just, I don't want to give him too much time, but either he was just trolling,
yeah,
or he, like I said, hopped online, saw the chart down, hopped on over, saw different things happening with the VCs and stuff. It was like, boom, I got these guys. And it came over without zero look into anything and just started, run his mouth. But then when he actually watched the videos and looked at everything, he actually saw everything. He found something that we've been open about. So, or he was just trolling and he was never coming.
Yeah, crock of shite.
But yeah, I mean, we always offer. Yeah, we keep everything above reproach. Everything, every single thing we do is records are kept. Everything. There is no. Again, I've said this from the very beginning. There is no "I got you" moment with us. Anything that you say, I will show you why we did it and how everyone also knows about us doing it. So plain and simple.
Yeah, and people have so many different reasons to come in and FUD. Like, you have some people that just go into projects and FUD so that they could, hopefully dip the chart even more and get a lower price point themselves. Like, that goes on in the space. So, you just never know people's motivation. Like Sean said, it could have just as easily been some guy that, hadn't checked in a while, saw the chart, thought he saw the, the multi-sig wallets doing what, has been above board and told with VCs, this and that for months now, and thought that he had figured this big conspiracy out, and that's really not the case. So whatever. But yeah, move again. Not too much time. We don't need to spend too much time on it. The main thing that we're focusing on here at this moment in time, of course, if he had done his research, yes, you would see we are launching this amazing platform here, and it's just about to kick off with Solana very soon. Testing is going on rigorous. Everybody is beyond pumped and beyond ready to get this thing going. How about you, Joe?
The entertainment director of Infinaeon Crypto Cruise. If you can afford it. I mean, it's not I'm excited. I'm excited about everything. I'm excited about what's going to be happening. Listen, I know there's a lot going on with Infinaeon, what's happening in the chat. People are suspecting, anticipation. And of course, it's always whenever the chart is down and there's no information come out every 2 seconds to feed that dopamine, there's always going to be a dope that's going to hop in and go, guys, I solved it. Everyone's screwing everybody else over. Everything's on fire. Everything's bad. And somehow there's people that get a high off doing that, and they really enjoy it. And I promise you, like, this is not the first person we're gonna see. As we go on, as Lunar Pump grows and gets bigger, as we get more people in the group, we're gonna see people only at the downs and the ups. They can't be there. It's hard for them. It's hard when everyone's doing well to go, this sucks, right, guys? Because they'll kick that guy out. Everyone will tell the guy to shut his mouth. But when it's low, it's easy for that person to go in, and they feed off that. It's happening throughout the entire red market of crypto. There's always someone coming in saying everything's bad, and then they sit back, and when you go, you got any proof? They go, it's bad because it's bad. I mean, that's it. It's bad. It's bad because it's not good. But they don't provide anything of sustenance. It's just that, and then they're going to slip back in the shade, and then hopefully, in their mind, hopefully more people will eat at each other, because that's basically their goal. They want like anarchy, and this is with it's not just unique to us. It's with anybody, and everybody wants this in every group. You guys probably a member of other groups. When the chart's low, you see it, but when it's high, once again, if one person even kind of says the sky has one cloud in the sky, don't knock that guy. Get out of here, bro. We're doing great. Like, we're at all-time high. It's only when the chart's down. It's only when things aren't going green. And in this red market, those people have become abundant. But I'm telling you, when everything's green, they become very scarce, very fast.
Right. What's that line in The Dark Knight? Some people just like to watch the world burn. Right. It reminds me of.
Absolutely.
And we also almost have a $5,000 Ethereum, which is definitely like some 2021 vibes going on. Also, some cool stuff going on too with the second version. I know Joe will love this part. It was more so Mike, which I'm going to throw Mike not under the bus, but it was Mike and the dev talking. And I know it was important to Mike, and it was important to Joe that we include other streaming sites. And I know the dev and Mike were mainly looking at like Chatterbait and some more different adult themed streaming sites to be able to embed. Again, still following their policies. So it looks like on the next version, what we're going to do, while everyone should be 18 or older that's operating on our site, which obviously should be the case, any gambling or adult related tokens, we're actually going to have a separate section where you actually have to verify that you're essentially 18 and that you know what you're going to, because it was very important to me that we had a wall up. Like, I did not want people to get on our site and see anything they're not expecting to see. But it was also important, it was important to Mike, and that we include that. So we're going to kind of put, just to kind of appease everyone, we're going to put a barrier up that if you want more gambling and adult related tokens and different things like that, you can get into the 18 plus, I guess you can call it, section. So just another layer that's going to be added to the site.
So go ahead, Joe.
No, I just want to add, I think with crypto in general, I don't think anyone under the age of 18 should even look at crypto or buy crypto whatsoever. As much as I don't think banking is the answer, I'm like super against banking. Someone on the age of 18 buying crypto, it's something that I would say, especially on the age of 18, most kids shouldn't be even working on that. They should work on a bunch of other things. It's kind of like in 18, once you're 18, you could fight in the army. I think you should be allowed to drink. And I think you should be allowed to buy crypto and gamble. But underneath that, I'm always 100% against any young person buy crypto whatsoever.
You see, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to that personally, because like, I feel like young people, a big problem with like banking is it's made so fucking complicated for people. That's why like we're in kind of the situation we're in, and young people don't get educated enough on it. Right. So then when they go out into the big bad world, they have no fucking idea. And it's actually exactly how the banks want it to be, like a bunch of dummies that don't know how to read fine print or don't understand the clauses, the this, the that. And I was watching an interesting thing recently too. It's like if your bank account gets like just you get debanked, right? Who do you go to about that? Right? How do you get debanked, right? Or like, where do you go to do that? Right? There is no place, right? You're just fucked, right? There's no recourse whatsoever, right? So I'm kind of on the fence about it. So that's kind of why I like what you were saying, Sean, about having that variety in the sections where it's like, yeah, so because look, the right is, we know people can kind of sneak on there. People go underage and they do fucking a multitude of things. So like, at least having it divided up like that. I'm just curious, let's say when you are doing that, Sean, would it be something like when you're setting up your token, there'd be a box that you would tick saying like specifically over 18 or something, or like how would that fold in?
I think that's how we're gonna set it up. Is it would basically actually, if it was like adult or gambling themed, and then it would go into that section. So people will be aware if they are doing that it will not be readily available on the site. So anyone that just randomly gets on the site will not see it. Which again, I thought was important because we don't want underage people operating on our site and seeing those different things. So there will be your basic layer of the site, and then there will be an 18 plus for like gambling tokens and different things like that. So yeah, you're going to have to check, I think, when you launch the token, if it is that. And then also, if you're getting into that, you're going to have to mark it because, again, a lot of people are not interested in seeing or dealing with any kind of gambling or adult themed stuff. So it is important, I think, that we make it to where they don't have to see it, which is important to me.
Yeah, and you see, and Mike is right there. Like it is, there's a ton of gambling in it, and it is 18 plus, and this is why I'm on the fence, because it's also finance, right? Are we to say that, like, what if a kid wants to go to the store and he's 16 and he wants to buy something, and now we're in this world of decentralized finance, and crypto's being used for everything. Like, is he not allowed to do that now because he's not 18? You know what I mean? It's like, well, no, like he has to still be able to function in the financial institution somewhere, right? If he wants to fucking buy something at the store and crypto's the only option, he needs to, like, I'd rather they understood how it worked than not. So like, it's kind of that, it's a fine line there as far as I'm concerned. But right now, like the landscape right now, yeah, it's definitely leaning a lot more to the gambling side and the this and the that. But I think as we move forward, there is going to have to be an entry for people below 18 to be able to get involved in the world of decentralized finance and be able to function within a world that embraces it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, you don't have to be 18 to get a bank account. Obviously, you need supervision, if I'm not mistaken, to get a bank account. But you can, in fact, have a bank account before you're 18. So, yeah. Now, it's not really going to be about confirming, or at least right now. My main thing is because, again, everyone here is already over 18. My main thing is that I don't want people in the chat that are listening right now to get on and see it if they don't want to see it. So that was another thing that was important to me. I just don't want it to be in your face if it's not something you're interested in seeing. So that's kind of more of what's going on with that.
Quick question there, Sean. How would you confirm you're over 18? You need to use personal info.
Well, that's what I was kind of saying. So it's not really about confirming if you're over 18, because everyone here is pretty much, everyone here is over 18. We just mainly didn't want you getting on the site and seeing the gambling tokens or the adult theme tokens if you didn't want. So whenever you hit the 18 plus button, that kind of opens it up to you. Just so when you get on the site, you just don't see something or see stuff that you don't want to see. Yeah. I know there's plenty of people in the community that are not interested in seeing that kind of stuff. And I respect that. I lean more towards being one of those people as well. But this is an adult themed space, and a lot of places do very well with it. So again, we don't want to limit ourselves.
Yeah, and plus, the smart choice too to do that as well, because hey, if I'm sitting down at the computer and I'm working, or I pull up on my phone and like the kids are around, and I go to like Lunar Pump, I don't want a load of tits flying up on the screen right away, right? Because so I want to be able to go there and know that it's going to be some silly memes with there, and it's going to be no tits flying around until I actually go to that section or whatever it would be, right? Yeah. Whatever.
I don't think there's any restrictions on Pump Fun. I think people do launch adult theme and gambling based tokens without restrictions. But yeah, with ours, we're gonna kind of put it in that background.
Jester, won't people catch on to not check the box to be hidden? So let's say Joe's OnlyFans coins get more views. Well, you see, that's the thing. It's kind of a double-edged sword, right? Because people, if they're looking for that, they'll know exactly where to go, right? And they know where they'll get plenty of it. So, if you're out there, you're just kind of putting yourself on the map, and you'll probably end up getting your token taken down at that point if you're doing that wrongly, right?
Yep. And of course, any videos that go live, they're still going to have to conform to the platform that they are doing it through. Again, it's not our platform. Everything we're doing is making you go through another platform.
So let's say, Sean, just a quick question just popped into my head. Like, for example, if someone is streaming via, let's say, whatever, YouTube or like one of those more adult themed streaming services, do you need to have an account with that said service that they're streaming through in order to view it, or will it just autoplay on the site whether you have an account or not.
So you'll be able to just straight view it from Lunar Pump. So you will not actually have to be on their platform, on their site. It's just them that are going to be hosting from that site. So they'll basically put their link into the Lunar Pump website, which will start automatically playing the feed. So everyone on our site can watch it or see it without actually being on YouTube or on anything. So technically, yeah, you won't even technically know if you're streaming how many people, I guess, are watching, I would say. From my understanding, I can double check with the developer just to make sure on that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you just see it streaming on our site and you don't actually connect. Well, I'm 99% sure that's true. You don't actually connect to your YouTube account or anything like that.
Yeah, because I'm just curious, let's say, because if those specific like adult themed streaming sites, they don't require you to have an account to view them. The same as just going to YouTube, you can watch as a guest, right? Or whatever. Is that the same?
Yep.
shtick?
That's one thing. I'm honestly not sure. Mike, you seem to know a lot about that site. Let us know. But if that is the requirement, then yeah, we're gonna have to see about a potential workaround on that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure embedded links will show views on
Okay.
YouTube. I believe, right,
Good,
for
good,
YouTube.
good.
Yeah, I believe for
Okay,
YouTube
that's
they
good.
will. But I'm just not sure about those other ones. I guess those more adult themed ones. I'm not sure how they operate. If there's like a wall there to prevent like what we're actually discussing right now, you know.
I'm not sure exactly how that works. I'm not sure how would YouTube read how many people are on our site viewing. I'm not sure.
But yeah, I mean, it's looking like, I mean, that's going to be a massive thing too, because when this comes out very soon, and that's going to be pretty quick, that's going to be implemented really quick after this initial launch just happens here. Once we get over this initial hurdle, we get the Phantom stuff done. Like that video embed, anybody, you know, out there will understand that that's not going to take a monumental effort or, you know, a lot of time to actually get that implemented. So I'm imagining we're going to see that pretty quickly. And that's massive. And I mean, we have asked people, you know, what their favorite feature is going to be. Do they feel about when this launches? You know, it's going to be cha-ching, staking function, ICO, video, you know, and video is a big thing for a lot of people, even more so than the ICO, because right now there ain't no ICO on the block. So, you know, there was video, people loved it. It was a huge hit, and then it just gone, right? So like, ushering that back into the space again, I think is going to be a big one. Our dev will check. Mike said dev's no such sites, I heard. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Mike's that dev. He knows such sites.
Yeah, good stuff, Mike. Love you, brother. But yeah, I mean, I'm super pumped for it. I cannot wait, man. It's so close now. You can taste it. I know it's been a minute, but at the same time, I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? Totally fine, because we've seen it in action now in the back end. We can see that it's happening. The community have had access to it to be able to mess around with it, test it out themselves, find those bugs. So we know that the product that's eventually going to get there is going to be top notch. So, you know, whatever, it's part and parcel of this whole game, you know, the whole crypto thing here. When you're into DeFi and you're building these products, there's always going to be stints like this. And this is where where we see things in the chat. This is where your conviction gets tested. And you can answer that question to yourself very easily. Can I handle it? Right? Can I manage to just stay cool, calm, collected, be convicted with my investment, and know that, you know, they're showing up, they're building, they're this, they're that. I'm not worried about it. Personally, yeah.
I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, huge shout out to the community too. I mean, you guys like really stepped up and tested it. I mean, there was quite a few things that we found. Like initially, the small dev team, we had tested it, found some stuff. They pushed it out to like me, Matt, and Mike, and we tested it, found some stuff. And then we got a lot of stuff fixed, and then we pushed it to you guys, and you guys found even more stuff. So shout out to you guys. Everyone was launching tokens. People were buying and selling. People were using different devices, which was really good. You know, me and Matt both have Apple devices. So, you know, a lot of the testing was going on, mainly just like 2 different devices. So there's some UI stuff found, which were corrected on some different devices. So yeah, you guys were an important part. Also, we knew everyone would be excited to actually put their hands on it and feel it, see that it's a living, breathing thing. And again, it's so close. For people just joining, Mainnet is getting prepped right alongside the testing version. We're going to continue testing. I know that Dad's going to do a whole nother test session, I think, tonight. I'm going to do a little bit more testing. Anyone listening, I know Crypto Knight's been crushing it, and a couple different people have been doing a lot of testing. Keep testing. Anything you find, bring it to our attention. Make sure we get it fixed. And yeah, we'll be ready for Mainnet. Like I said, we'll hopefully be transitioning over to Mainnet either Saturday or Sunday, getting that phantom verification, and then we are finally off to the races, which is something we've been waiting for months now. So yeah, it's so nice to be at the finish line. Cannot wait to get this thing off the ground. Hopefully get some $1 million bangers off this thing right away. And again, pay attention to that. You never know what's going to be launching. There might be a token or two that we know about that we're going to be supporting that definitely might be lining up to look really good. So yeah, just be paying attention.
Yeah, and man, yeah, right there, I can feel it, you know. And of course, you know, when this does happen, and again, keep testing, everybody, please, you know, as much as we can between now and, you know, getting on Mainnet, and between then and the Phantom stuff launching, or getting that verification, should I say. You know, keep doing it. As Sean said, you've been doing a great job. And if anybody's watching, anybody new, come over, join the Telegram. And all the information to get on there and start using it and messing around with it while it's in testnet, how to get your Solana and stuff, your test Solana, to be able to interact on it and stuff. All the details are there, and community can be there and will help you out. But you know, when this does come to pass very soon, we're going to need like everybody, you know, grinding in the community to be able to push this thing out as much as humanly possible here. You know, and again, as I always say, quick plug, I'm not gonna harp on too much about it, but I'm just gonna go real quick. Get on over to Infinaeon. You start using the tools we're providing. We're going to be adding replies to this. We got this whole thing rolling out with Social Swarm coming up soon. Another Infinaeon product's going to be tied to Lunar Pump once the rollout happens on that end. And get over there. It's a super easy way to be able to make posts, cohesive posts, get your tags, your cash tags, information about the project. Super easy. Click on your topic, select the tone you want, add a link if you want, and then just generate. And then you can click that button right down there at the bottom to click X. You can attach an image if you like, anyone from this selection here, if you like what it is. If you don't, if you want to re-roll, hit the re-roll, hit the X, it'll auto-populate your thing, and it'll open your X app, auto-populate. You just send if you want, reformat a little bit if you want. Super easy. This is what we're going to be rolling out as well. So again, we're just adding these tools. Social Swarm AI, that's going to be what we are launching here, another Infinaeon product, as you can see down at the bottom here. All the ones that would use off that, they would all be powered by Infinaeon, which is great marketing for us too. And just that hook into Lunar Pump as well is going to be awesome for hitting that extra metric we need. So go on, get over there, use it to promote, get in the Telegram, join the community, get your PFPs on, you know, get ready for this big rollout here, because, you know, this is our flagship product. This is the catalyst for when we're gonna when we're really gonna, like, you know, take this thing to the next level and really start pushing this thing, you know. Have we bonded a token on testnet yet?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely tokens have been bonded. So yeah, that definitely happened. Sharky, I know, bonded multiple tokens, found some stuff, got some stuff fixed. I know Matt has. So yeah, everything's looking really good with that. And yeah, guys, like I said, keep testing. And again, I mean, we're right there. And we just really need to, when we get going, keep the momentum going. Or I guess you can say start the momentum back up. Also, keep in mind, even if you don't have funds to operate on the platform, maybe you don't have the extra soul lying around to get involved with some of the tokens, but that doesn't matter. Infinaeon benefits at the tune of 50% of the revenue from the platform. So if you can't participate on the platform and create volume and buy and sell tokens and get involved with different things, talk about it on X, create tweets, interact with the tweets that we do. That can be your part. It's not everyone has the funds to be a money person in a project. So that's completely fine, but get on X and again, push it to the masses, because anyone that's right here right now, whether you operate in the platform or not, Infinaeon is the biggest benefactor along with the DeFi space as a whole. But again, 50% of that revenue will be coming and buy and burn it. And imagine if we have a couple of days like Les Bonk, where they just went absolutely crazy, did $80 million in volume and different things like that, which is possible within this space. That's so again, imagine, do the math on what that would look like. for the whole entire project. I mean, that's what we've been building towards, to create that revenue, to keep adding value to the whole ecosystem. And we're right there. So whether you can interact on the platform or not, just keep pushing it. X is going to be the biggest place we want to operate on, and we want to push to the masses. We have thousands of dollars in ad budget that we've already been adding up with our gold check mark. And of course, we have what Mr. P just went over, our tweet generator. Literally, to put out 3 tweets a day, you need less than a minute of your time? Like, we made it so simple. Just get out that tweet. We'll interact with it. The more people just see Lunar Pump, what does it take 8 to 10 times for someone to see something before they actually go check it out? So we just need to keep pushing Lunar Pump, Lunar Pump, Lunar Pump, Lunar Pump, Lunar Pump. Of course, we can always tweet about Infinaeon as well, but Lunar Pump Fund is going to be the main focus, and everyone just needs to be pumping out those tweets.
Yeah, and Infinion benefits from it anyway on the back end, like you just said. So like
exactly,
pumping it out that way, that's the way to go. Adam said, "Oh, sorry, I meant when it went live to the community." LOL. Yeah, I'm not sure if anything bonded as soon as it went live to the community. Maybe.
I want to say Matt bonded some because we were testing a couple of things. So yeah, I want to say yes. Since they went live to the community, some did.
Sweet. Yeah, and again, like Sean said, if you don't have that extra money laying around or whatever to get involved, but you've been involved in Infinion all this time, hey, promoting and pushing Lunar Pump, will always, like Sean said, benefit Infinion as well in the long run. So everything you can do, organizing people, getting people to do that, everybody can really benefit from this whole entire ecosystem, and not just within Lunar Pump platform itself as regards the ICO and all that stuff, but the entire Infinion ecosystem, the blockchain. Everything is designed to feed back in and benefit all users of it, whether it be on Lunar Pump, whether it be on Infinion, the blockchain itself, whatever it is. Just community is so important, and that's one of the reasons why we have been building out Social Swarm, which spawned from the need to be able to do this and make this easy for community members to be able to get a good strong post out there. So all of that stuff, it's going to really, there's only so much we can do. Again, it's like calling all community members when this kicks off, and once we get that phantom verification, it's go time. So get your PFPs, be ready. We will be adding the reply generator here to this. And remember, Infinion will be the test case for all the Social Swarm stuff that we have coming out. And boy, do we have some awesome little features that are going to be coming off of this that you guys are really going to love.
Yep. And if you notice with ETH, hey, what's going on, B-Rocket? But with ETH and everything really going up, Bitcoin, everything, a lot of people are hopping back online. We're noticing a lot of new faces popping back up. Tends to be what happens when the market starts to explode and different things like that. So really good timing to really, for everyone to be paying attention to Infinion, and again, pushing this platform to the masses. We're already also working simultaneously on implementing the video into it, so there will not be a huge delay to that next version with the videos and things like that. So it's gonna be right around the corner. So we got, I wouldn't say the MVP product because that's the EVM side, but we got that second version, and that third version will be right behind it.
Sweet. Yeah. And I'm sure we can add that. No problem. Adam, there you go. I'm sure you're watching. You can see that. Add it in to the merch. That there. There we go. There's the merch store. Store.infinion.com. Infinion, Lunar Pump, Moonboy, Baby Draco. We got a nice selection of rando stuff in there. More being added over time as this rollout happens. We got a lot of big plans for it. So you're holding anything. You like the look of what any of this stuff is, you want to rep the brand, go pick it up. It's your in real life billboard, as I always like to say about. But yeah, I mean, this guy, he's been there you go, Sean, just people popping back in that haven't been. Now you know that ETH is hitting 5K. It's woo, all right.
Yep, everyone, again, perfect timing. But yeah, guys, we're probably gonna be wrapping up soon. Any last minute questions, definitely let us know. Sugar Daddy gonna light it up for sure.
Yup. Yeah, I think we're good. I think everybody realizes it's the calm before the storm, guys. So get ready, enjoy your last weekend of freedom, because from here on out, your asses are going to be working nonstop. pushing, promoting Lunar Pump Fun. Well, I know ours are, but join us.
Yep. Everyone has to be in front of their computer or on their phone tweeting nonstop. Strict requirement.
Got one last question from Singh. He says, will the merchant be open to tokens launching on Lunar Pump Fun?
As far as I'm aware, we've kind of discussed it. Maybe certain ones that, like, if they get, if they're a good flagship token, let's say, if there's a good strong community behind it, they've proven that they've been able to do it, they've hit the milli, they've bonded. Like, if they're a successful token, we talked about having maybe an item might be up for a week, or a special item for their community that we could launch on there, where there would be some benefit to the community too from the purchases and things like that. So it's definitely something we're looking at incorporating down the line at some point. Yeah, for sure. I love the idea of that too, right? Offering that, because not everybody wants to go and set up a merch store, right? Or the whole the elaborate, you got to set up your store, you got to design it up, you got to design all the merch, you got to set up your taxes, you got to, there's a lot to setting up the merch store. It's not as easy as you think. So, like, just sometimes maybe a project might just want, hey, we just want to launch 2 t-shirts so we can benefit the project and we don't have to go to all that hassle. And if the project, like I said, if the project is solid enough, team's good, it's already holding still, and it's something that they want to do, there's a benefit for Infinaeon, there's a benefit for them. I think it's something we'd be open to, right, Sean?
Yep. And to answer this one last question real quick, we are not letting the EVM side die. Right after this gets launched, we are going to be making the EVM side an exact replica with the exact same features as the Solana side. Yeah, we just wanted to get the Solana side up, but yeah, that's definitely on the roadmap to quickly get the EVM side looking right and operating right. Because obviously, once I start getting on Lunar Pump Solana side, we want people to have the options to launch on Base and BNB and Infinion and stuff like that. So yes, that is not going to happen. That one side is not going to be forgotten or just scrapped or anything like that.
Of course, successful ones, yes. Stay open to possibility. Yeah, that's good. Sorry, Joe. Go ahead, brother.
All good. I'm just going to end the show, guys. Once again, guys, make sure to tune in this Moon Monday. See you guys there. And we got a bunch of great things popping up here. Check down below for all of it. I'm Screwgo Joe, DeFi Sean, Mr. Pixels, and we'll see you guys on the moon.